Hello, welcome back to my workshop. Right, so today I'm going to be making a camera mount for not necessarily this sort of camera, although that will take a mobile phone. That's a camera mount. But what I want to do is fit it in one of these. So I have here a bit of brass into which I'm going to cut a thread. That happens to be bang on 5/16. I expect that hole actually probably is 8mm, but that will do. So we are going to go and turn down an end of that down to the standard size for that, which is a 1/4 UNC or possibly even Whitworth, and then we need a nut, and we're going to make the nut first to wind up to it. So let's start with the nut, and we are making this in brass for two reasons. One is that it's likely to be more forgiving on the threads in the camera, and the other reason is because because I don't have a tap that will thread into stainless steel. And if you're wondering, have I tried, the answer is yes, I do. When I say a tap, I mean yes, I have tried a 1/4 by 20 UNC. Those taps I've got are quite cheap. Right, so square this off. Brass is a bit squeaky. Slightly low. Do there. Centre drill. And the tapping size for 1/4 or at least a 1/4 UNC, is the number 6. If you're doing British Standard Whitworth, it's a number 7 drill. So let's get the number 6 out. Just the one directly behind the 18. I need to put a shelf up there with spanners and chamfers and the like. Fortunately, I don't have folding bars for making such a shelf. That around for use in a minute. Let's see. Right, so now we want to start a part off. And then we're going to chamfer the ends. Actually, what I could do with is just toss possibly. Let me just check that is square. Just feeling that for nice edge there. We are zeroed on this dial, so I'm going to come out. You can then go, want to go 1/4 inch, so that's 100 thou, 200 thou, 250 thou. Just make sure that makes sense. Where's my little rule? Oh, that's the wrong way round, never mind. And that is 1/4 inch. So for chamfering, right, let's just make sure that's going to clear everything. Take that off now. And it is. Right, so I want to go back that way slightly. That's where we want to be. No, we want to be there. Right. Do there. Other end. Back in the parting blade. place. Right. So we want to go back with that. I'm going to put power from the lathe. See if that tap actually cuts anything. It's not cutting in that either. Hold on. I'll tap that to start a little bit of a chamfer at the beginning of that, and then I'm going to do that in a. Or will I? Yeah, let's do a chamfer on that. Unless my information is wrong about the tapping size, might be. And what I'm going to do is take that out, turn it around the other way. Right, turns out that tap and die set is a waste of time. I'll go back to Amazon and get my money back. Meanwhile, we are going with Whitworth. I'm just going to start that off. As these Whitworth taps and dies do cut, that out of the way. I'm just going to round that in there. The lathe is currently off. There we go. because it's brass, it's nice and soft, and it's also we're cutting a baggy thread because we put a number 6 drill through there, which is bigger than the number 7. Never mind, not to worry. Right, so that goes back in, that's that over there. And that should go on the end of there. So, bit tight. It is very tight actually. Right, let's try that again. This time without being stupid. It's the same thread pitch. Right. Right. There we go. So that bit done. Now we're going to put this in, clean this up first on the outside a little, cut it down to 1/4 inch. Where's my key? Don't need anything in the chuck at the moment. I haven't come across a 7/32 by 20 Whitworth before. Well, let's put some dirt on that. Right, that'll do. So we want to cut about 1/2 inch thread, so 1/2 inch down to shade under 1/4. We don't want to be going in, be making the thread a little bit baggy if we can. We want 1/4 inch for the nut. So we want just over 1/2 inch protruding. There we go. Right. Okay, so let's go right in here. Right, so we are currently on 4th now. We want to come in a total of, we are 5/16, which is 312. We want to go down by 62.5, so we are going to take off 32.5 thou in total. So we are going to take off from here. I'm going to start by taking off, go from 4 to, we go to 24, that's 40 thou in one go. Hold on. Let's get the brush out. Let me find my magnifying glass. We want to come in on that about 1/2 inch. Hold on, rattled over the place. Let's get back to. Right, that should be 40 thou off, so we should be down 372. So 272 thou. 261. So we want to go down just a couple of more thou. Let's just wind that back out. So we want to go down 261. Go a little bit under quarter, so we want to go up to that'll do. That should be 6 or so thou. We should be a bit over 12 thou. We should be about a bit over a thou on the side. No. 252. Right. We leave that in just to shade. Go back and do it again. Back on 250. We want it slightly baggy, so we're going to go slightly more than that. And now we're just going to tickle it with a file, because I do want it a little bit baggy. Let me just check that actually. Right, we've got only 249,000, so let me get that out of the way. get further down the bottom, we're going to turn this die around. Right, so let me just check. First, the brass nut should go on there. And it does. Should then be able to spin that on there. And it does. And then we should be able to spin that up to tighten that. And that works perfectly. Right, so now all we need to do is part that off, make the other end look nice. Tell you what, I am very lucky that the 7/32 Whitworth that I didn't know I had is also a 20 threads per inch. Because otherwise I would have been a bit stymied. Let's get in and that's nice and flat. That should do. Right. It's a very handy, nice bit of brass there. So let's put that back here. It is going to leave an irritating pip on the end though. I've got no adjustment on this particular tool holder other than shims. Wrong way. And there we go. Now move that camera around wherever I like. So that is making a camera mount. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Any questions, please ask.